It'll be alright. Gingy, what up? Vanessa, what's up? Bless Noise, what's up? How y'all doing? What is, bro? Gingy, what is that? I don't even know what that is, bro. It's been a while, man. I'm just jumping on saying what's up, man. Just jumping on saying what's up, man. It's been a hot minute, but nonetheless, we back for a little bit. Vanessa, what is 67? I have no idea what that is. What is 67? I have no idea what that is at all. But we back, man. Just saying what's up to the people, man. Hope everybody's doing well. Been a couple weeks. All right, what does 6-7 mean? What does that mean? What's going on, Raphael? I've been doing great, man. Just been locking in and focus uh, on getting better and growing, man. How you been, bro? Been busy with family, busy with building, busy with business. But nonetheless, all is well, man. How are you? 6-7 is like a meme. Okay. I have no idea what the meme is. El Gato, top of the morning to you, man. Welcome in, everybody. It's been a hot minute for the internet, but I still been living, man. All has been well on my side, just growing and building. But it's been well, man. It's been well. Yeah, man. Everybody's busy, man. That's why I think you gotta do what you gotta do. So I'm gonna start off with some eggs, Mr. Gingy. I'm gonna try to make this breakfast taco real quick and just talk to y'all. You know what I'm saying? How is life? How is life on y'all side, man? Y'all been growing? Have y'all been lagging? How you been feeling, man? There's no right or wrong answer. You know what I mean? Perfect egg. Yeah, we're gonna scramble them up. I got a little uh pre-made eggs here with some ground lamb. I'm gonna mix that with the eggs and then make a I became built different. How did you manage to do that, Mr. Gingy? Boy said I became built different. What's up, Daniela? Mr. Gingy said I became built different. Appreciate you, Nessa Ness. But yeah, just been really locking in to the things that matter the most and trying to keep it consistent, you know what I mean? Consistent in that, you know. The time is moving fast, you know what I mean? Time is moving fast. And you want to make sure you give the right time to the right things, man. Because the time is gonna pass anyway, you know what I mean? The time is gonna pass anyway. So you gotta give the right amount of time to the right things, to the right people, so that you can keep going and keep growing, man. You know what I mean? But I changed out my workout regimen a little bit, going a little heavier uh, with the weight, nothing too crazy, but really working on my strength, more so than hypertrophy. Um, you can only build so much muscle, right? You know what I mean? So I'm working on my strength gains. Sometimes when you focus too much on building muscle, you can get a little weak. You know what I mean? So every once in a while, when you're programming, sometimes you got to throw in just strength gains and not just muscle gains. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Appreciate you, Mr. Genji. You know what I mean? So mix your program up. You know, don't get stagnated on your program. I've been using these lately when I'm making my breakfast wraps. These are pretty good. These have 30 grams or 33 grams of carbs and 30 grams of fiber, yo. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, we're gonna go ahead and get a little more butter down here. I hear you, brother. I was trying to switch it up. I have been trying to focus more on cardio. Yeah, cardio is very important. I've been doing some unconventional cardio, bro. Like really trying to have fun with it. Really, I've been doing like ladders, like athletic cardio. Because I don't want fitness. I've been in fitness for about 16 years. I don't want fitness to be like mundane and over and over again. Have you had it before? The food? Which food, Mr. Gingy? You mean this wrap? Got to turn this thing down a little bit. It's a pretty big wrap, but like I said, man, the macros are spectacular. It says keto friendly too, so for those that are worried about the carbs. Yeah, what are you making if you had it before? I have had it before. Um, I have had it before. I make it different at different times, but I've had this one before, yes. And it tastes good. So you got your wrap down and the butter. You want to keep your skillet on low. Trust me, if you're making a wrap, keep it on low because it's already smelling like it want to start burning, yo. See that already. So keep the wrap on low. Drop some cheese down. Here, your fitness can get stale in one thing with the same routine. That's exactly right, man. Switch it up a little bit just to keep it spicy. You know, we ain't gotta reinvent the wheel, but keep it spicy, man. Keep enjoying the journey of muscular architecture, man. You gotta enjoy that, man. So we're gonna drop the eggs and that lamb that I told you I had already made. And before this thing starts to burning, we're gonna flip this over. Now, what I like to do is just so it's not dry in the middle. I like to add some of this organic ketchup right down in the inside. Organic ketchup, and that's what it's looking like right there. You know what I mean? All we gotta do is flip, boom, and we are looking good for the breakfast taco, man. Super simple. Macros are macroing. You know what I mean? Boom. So let me get a plate. Got a nice wide plate here. We'll slide this one off. And that's what she looking like right there, bro. Look at that. See that? Got all the ingredients in there. Like I tell you, we added a little organic ketchup just to make it right. You know what I mean? So we got that there. And you already know we got to make a smoothie to go with it, man. I woke up not too long ago, but I'm already getting hungry looking at your food. Yeah, you know we got to keep it going, man. You know what I'm saying? Have fun with your food, but most of all, enjoy it, man. All right, so I've been making a smaller smoothie. You hungry? That's good. If you're hungry, that means I'm doing my job, bro. You know what I mean? If you're hungry, I'm doing my job. So let me get a small smoothie to go with it. Um, Now, what I've noticed, guys, with lifting heavier, what I've noticed with lifting heavier is I've noticed that it gives you better rep quality. And I'll tell you why. When you lift heavier, you can't do as many reps. So because you can't do as many reps, you end up focusing on making the reps that you are doing count. I noticed that. I noticed sometimes with quantity, you'd be so focused on the quantity, you wouldn't be focused on the quality. And when it comes to fitness, most people in the fitness industry are enhanced. Most of them are enhanced. So they won't tell you this stuff because they can do more than the average person because they're enhanced. Now, for people that are natural, like myself, if you're natural, you have to take a different approach because you're not recovering at the same rate as someone that's enhanced. You're not lifting as heavy. You don't have the sauce that they're using. You don't have that. You know what I'm saying? So you have to take a different approach because your joints, your joints, your muscle, your ligaments, all those have a different load and capacity when you're enhanced. You feel me? So everyone has to keep that in mind when you're lifting. Quality over quantity. That's what I'm focused on. I've been in the game for a while, but I'm focused on quality over quantity. You know what I'm saying? He says you should make a rap. What's going on, Cat? I should make a rap. What should I rap about, man? How about this, Gingy? You rap first, I'll rap second, bro. How about that? So if you're a natural lifter like myself, right? You want to make sure that the quality matters. Time under tension, that's huge. Time under tension is huge when you're lifting because it's going to give your muscle the response to the load. If you're just lifting and you're not really giving yourself time under tension, what happens is you're going to get results, but you're not going to optimize your workouts. It's easy to just go in the gym and push weight. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying as a natural lifter, you want to give yourself that time under tension while you're lifting. And that just simply means make your reps last a little longer. Don't focus on doing a lot of reps, focus on doing quality reps. You know what I'm saying? Make your reps last 1 to 2 seconds per rep. You know what I'm saying? 1 to 2 seconds per rep. You know what I mean? That's how you know you're getting the right time under tension. Now, check this out. If you're doing 1 to 2 sets or 1 to 2 seconds per rep, what's going to happen is it's going to force you to go heavier loads. You know what I mean? And when you're doing heavier loads, your body is going to respond to that progressive overload as you're increasing the weight each set. You know what I'm saying? So what I've noticed with my body, I've been doing that for about let's say maybe about 2 weeks, right? My body responds pretty fast to whatever I'm doing. By the way, if you're just coming in, welcome in. It's been a long time being on live stream, but this is my breakfast taco right here. And I'm going to blend up this smoothie. For those that don't know, this smoothie has almond milk, berries, chart cherries, strawberries, blueberries, beet powder, collagen, and 2.5 grams of creatine. So what I've noticed is I started feeling stronger right away. Right? I noticed I started feeling stronger right away. Now, if you're getting older, by the way, everyone's getting older, right? You want to make sure that you are focusing on your time under tension so that your muscle can grow. What time is it for you? It is 9:06 in the morning, bro. What time is it for you, Mr. Gingy? So you want to make sure you're getting the time under attention because you don't want to leave those muscle gains on the table. So I'm back to quality over quantity, just in life in general, guys. I was doing a lot of quantity, and then I noticed, man, it's not worth it to do a lot of quantity and not a lot of quality. So you know what I said? Let me get smart, man, and that's on every aspect. Let me do more quality work than more quantity of work, because quantity just burns you out. It don't really give you optimum gains. 1400. What is 1400? Is that like 2 o'clock? Is that 2 o'clock? So we're gonna give this a quick blend right here. You know what I mean? But yeah, quality over quantity. That's in everything. That's in your family. That's in fitness. That's in your relationship. You know what I'm saying? Because you could do a lot, right? But a lot is not really always effective in terms of how you want to live your life. You know what I'm saying? So I say get the quantity or get the quality in before the quantity. You know what I mean? Quantity is going to always be there. Quality will not always be there. You know what I'm saying? Ain't that right, Cat? Good to see you, Cat. Ain't that right, Cat? Quality over quantity every day of the week. You know what I'm saying? And that's in all aspects of your life. You don't need a lot of friends. You need some good friends. You know what I'm saying? You don't need a lot of friends. You need some good friends. You need quality friends. A lot of friends does not mean happiness. It does not mean growth. It just means you got a lot of friends. But if you got quality friends, if you got a quality taco for breakfast, you're doing all right. You know what I'm saying? But if you got quality friends, that's what matters. Having a lot is only for the numbers. It's only for people to talk about. You know what I mean? Having a lot of properties is different from having a quality property. Having a lot of workouts is different from having quality workouts. I used to focus on the quantity way too much. I need to get this in. I need to get this in. I need to get this in. And then I realized, for what? For what? Bro, we're sorry that, you're trolling at 9 a.m. in the morning, bro. I'm sorry, bro. But just for a guy like that, let's use him as an example. You don't need a lot of thoughts. You need more quality thoughts. Everything everywhere needs more quality thoughts. That way, when he wakes up in the morning, he's not talking about his trans dog. He's talking about real life in general. He's talking about growth in general. You know what I mean? That's the smoothie. It's always smoothie, in y'all. Listen, you can't go wrong with this combination. Full of antioxidants, full of fiber. This wrap has 30 grams of fiber, 33 grams of carbs. You got your fruit, you got your collagen in here, you got your protein in the eggs and the lamb. I mean, let's go. Cat Cat says, yes, manifestation. Uh Manifestation, yes. You want to elaborate? I want to make sure I got you right. You want to elaborate on that? I might have I kind of get what you're saying, but I'd rather hear it from the source, you know what I mean? So look, this took 2 seconds because we already had it ready to rock. So let's come over here and chop it up for a little bit. But that's the focus, guys. Quality over quantity. I've been doing that with most of the things in my life currently. And I just noticed that having that quality has been working better in my workouts, working better in my relationships, and things like that. Need to send me a plate, man. You know I got you always. brother. When you put intention in everything you think and do, that makes it become so. I love that. I love that. Let me just get a little cup of water too. No, I love that. You're right. Being intentional, man. Cat, I love that. I love that word right there. Cat, I love that word right there. Being intentional is one of the most powerful things you can do. You know what I'm saying? Like recently, they have this thing where when you do live streams, right, you could turn some of your live stream events into YouTube shorts, right? So I've noticed that there's a lot of things that are said during live stream that can be really helpful for people in a bite-sized piece that are not on the live stream. So I've been reusing that, and I've been seeing a lot of good feedback from people, listening to some things that they weren't really there during the live stream for, but you just notice how it impacts them, even though they weren't there, because you're being intentional. You're you're using something that you said to help somebody in a bite-sized piece. Intention is everything. I love that, Cat. Listen, I always love when I get smart people that come in here and start talking smart because it just makes you feel smarter. See, you know what I mean? It's two of us, well, three of us, and all you have to do is have a few people talking good, and that's literally all you need. I rather build with the core than try to please the crowd because the crowd comes and goes. The core, yeah, you're right. The core is always there, man. Let me say grace. Gracious Lord, we thank you for this food. Thank you for this day. Thank you for everybody in the chat that's speaking to me. I hope that you bless them, bless their families. In Jesus' name, amen. You know what I mean? So, in your life, get back to balance. You know what I didn't do, guys? I'm supposed to cut this taco in half because it's so huge. And usually, when you don't cut it in half, everything falls out of the center of it. So, let me uh let me do that. That way, we can make it make sense. You know what I mean? We're gonna cut this right here. Boom, 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 and it cut perfect. That way, when you dip the bad boy, it ain't all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Well, yeah, that's what I've been learning, man. Really, to be quantity over quality. You'll enjoy your life more. You'll get off the rat race of trying to please everyone. Trying to please everyone is an endless rat race. It's almost like the hamster on the wheel. You know what I mean? So you don't want to please everyone, right? You want to make sure that you're living on purpose. Just like we thought it would be, guys. Dynamite. That's right, Kat. When you try to please everyone, you know what happens? You lose yourself. I'm gonna say that one more time because it hits good. When you try to please everyone, you lose yourself. You lose why you're even doing what you're doing in the first place. When it becomes about everyone, appreciate you, Kat. When it becomes about everyone and everything, you forget why you're even waking up in the morning. You forget why you're even on earth. And most of the people that are people pleasers have a lot of followers to please, but they have discovered the art of being able to suppress themselves in order to gain the masses of people. So with this newfound mentality of quality over quantity, it throws that out of the window and says, "What's for me is for me." No matter what the measure is, you have to be uh, happy and grateful for the measure that is due to you. You know what I'm saying? I want what's due to me. I don't want what's due for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So I've been practicing that for the last 2 weeks. That's why I've been missing in action. I've been working on quality over quantity in every area. Um, and I mean, I'm just so much more at peace when I do it that way. You know, I know it's different for everybody, but for me, I'm so much more at peace when I do it that way because I feel like I'm giving everything the allotted time that it needs, the allotted care that it needs. You guys should try it if you haven't tried it already. Man, I appreciate you, Kat. From the time you came in, you've been talking good, man. I appreciate you. She says, I honestly need to bump it up in the area of quality over quantity in all aspects of my life. Thanks for, yeah, man. Listen, you're welcome, man. And you know what was beautiful about that, Kat? What's beautiful about that is when you take care of yourself, you can properly help and love others when you take care of yourself. Miss Watson, what's up? Um, Raphael, we got these breakfast tacos right here with some organic ketchup, and you already know we got the fully loaded berry smoothie. Listen, Raphael, when we watch social media or any media, right? The media just pushes us to do more. Everything is more. The more money you have, the better you are, right? By the way, I'm not saying don't make money and take care of business. Hear me, hear me. We're taught the more money we have, the more peace we have, right? We're taught the more we do, the better we are, right? This is the reality though. If we don't have quality relationships, 100 relationships makes no difference. If you have $1 million and no one loves you, makes no difference. If you go to the gym 7 days a week and you're not being intentional with your workouts, you can have a better, excuse me, overall fitness level going 3 to 4 days a week with intention. Let's go. With intention, yes. What's in the breakfast taco? I have some eggs, some scrambled eggs. I have some ground lamb, a little bit of vegan cheese, and some organic ketchup. Simple, to the point. These wraps have 33 grams of carbs and 30 grams of fiber. Without quality, it don't mean nothing. Quantity is just for people to see. Let me ask you guys a question, right? How many people? Oh, thank you, Raphael. You know what I've been doing lately? I've been clipping a lot of my live streams and making them into shorts. Quality over quantity, guys. There's so many gems when we talk in the live stream. I've been taking clips out and clipping them and putting them as shorts. And people have been coming back saying, man, this is helping me, man. Thank you. They don't always comment, but sometimes they'll hit me up. Some family, some friends will be like, man, I appreciate that. So if you ever see a clip and it helps you, man, just leave a comment. Say what's up. I want everybody to feel down. I want everybody to feel down and depressed about it. I promise you, I don't feel depressed. I feel like it's motivation to raise my spirit even higher. You said I want everybody to feel down, or I don't want. I appreciate that, Raphael. Yeah, I mean, when you think about it, right? Um, all of this stuff is distractions, bro. Most of the stuff you hear about is not something that you can personally control. Um, Stress is focusing on things you cannot control, right? So what they do is they give us the antidote. They say, you know what? You're stressed, so you need another drink. You know what? You're stressed, so you need to go do this. The reality is you would have less stress if you would focus more on things that you can control more so than the things you cannot control. It's like mental exercise. That's right, Kat. It's like mental exercise. If we're going to the gym and exercising, we better be exercising this right here. This training your mind is better than training your body. Yes, you're right. You're right, Eva. But that's why you got to stay focused, man. Because look, think about this. What can we do about the shutdown? Can anybody can anybody tell me what can we do about the shutdown? I'm asking for a friend. Literally, what can we do? You know what I mean? So it's like they keep replaying it over and over again, and it's to get your attention, but it's to make you focus on something else that you can't control. You know what I'm saying? You know what I think about the government shutdown? I think it's an opportunity to live life with more intention. Hello. That's what I think about the government shutdown. I'm going to clip this one. You know what I think about the government shutdown? It's the perfect opportunity for everyone to start living with intention. Not living with attention, but living with intention. Because if you live with intention, you know what you're going to do? You're going to find ways to better you and better your family. So when things happen that are out of your control, you're still focusing on the things that matter most. Don't make things matter more that don't matter most. You know what I mean? Granddaddy used to always teach us that young, it's all about your mind. Get your mind together. That's right. That's right. You know what I'm saying? And guess what, y'all? I would tell you guys a secret. Part of getting your mind together, part of getting your mind together is making sure that you don't have the wrong people attached to you. Hello. What's up, Muhammad? You don't want the wrong people attached to you. You know why? If you're a person that's living to be optimistic and you have a whole lot of people around you that are pessimistic, right? That's not going to bode well for your optimism. You're welcome, Muhammad. That's not going to bode well for your optimism. I like that restoration carpenter. I like that. That's not going to bode well for your optimism if you're around people that are always bringing you down. And by the way, I don't care who they are, family, friends, longtime sweetheart. If a person is always throwing water on your fire, you got to be careful with these people, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, evil, that's all that matters. And you got us too. Don't forget that. You got us too. It's important that we surround ourselves with as they are reflection. That's correct, Kat. Listen, everyone has to realize too, right? That you can share and you can exchange with people that you don't 100% agree with. The one thing that we have to agree with is not belief. The one thing we have to agree with is mutual respect and loving your neighbor as you love yourself. That's what we have to agree on, right? Everything else will figure itself out. But we have to agree on mutual respect, right? Showing love in general, just because that's what's inside of you. Exactly. Wrong people will take your pride, distract you. That's right. That's right. Amen. Restoration. That's right. Yeah. It's not an easy thing because sometimes the people that are doing it are some people that you actually care about. So I understand it. But at the same time, we still have to, we owe it to ourselves. You know what I mean? You owe it to you to focus on the things that matter the most. You owe it to you. So no matter how you feeling today, remember, man, let's go and let's grow. Let's go, let's grow, baby. I love that, Eva. I love that. Distractions are all over. Distractions are all over. Um, this is why, and you guys can correct me if you think I'm wrong, right? Because this is open dialogue. This is why I think community is important. I believe community is important because you need other people to affirm you. You need other, I think you need other people to affirm you in your beliefs, in your path, right? I think you need other people to build you up, right? Look how we came here this morning, right? Unscheduled, and we're here building each other up. I guarantee you, let me take the music down some. I guarantee you, some of you feel better than you did before you came in here because guess what we're doing? We're, excuse me, building each other up. You understand what I'm saying? That is healthy to build each other up. Thank God for you two in the live stream that I'm connected with. I love this channel because it's healthy motivation. Hey, Eva, man, I appreciate you. Listen, when you guys tell me stuff like that, it pushes me to keep going. So I appreciate that 100%. You need people to say, hey, Raphael, man, you're doing an awesome job. Hey, Eva, listen, I know how you've been feeling lately, but don't worry about that. Stay focused on your goals, your dreams, your aspirations. Keep going and keep growing one day at a time. We need that. You need people to be consistent with you. You need healthy accountability. We need all these things. You know why? Because we're humans. We're humans. You said family the most? Yeah, I agree with Kat too. Family the most in terms of I try not to just say okay because I rather hear what you're actually trying to say. Um, but you need positive influences. You need people to say, "Hey, I know you may feel down on yourself because you didn't get to your goal yet, but guess what? You're better than you were yesterday. That's all that matters. One day at a time, live intentional and focus on the growth incrementally. You don't need, listen, stop following people online that tell you everything is quick, everything is fast in a hurry. All right. Those people are always making you feel inadequate. They're making you feel like you're not enough. Follow people that motivate you to be the best versions of yourself. Hello. Let's go. Let's grow. I'm thankful for this channel. Can't tell you how many YouTube channels don't care for their communities or communities do not help. Yeah, Raphael, what you build on, if it's not a solid foundation, it's gonna show 100%. Well, I appreciate you, man. We're grateful for you too. You have to build up and bring the family back, family unit as they're trying to take it away. That's right. That's right. It matters now. Before you could get away with it, it matters now. Before before you could get away with some of this stuff with family, but now it matters, y'all. Healthy family matters. Okay, you know. Uh, I would also say some of the stuff you're watching. Hey, appreciate you, Cat man. We appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. All that stuff matters, guys. Especially family. Whether it be, we define family different here. You have blood family. You also have family of people that really, really care about you, have your best interest at heart. Whatever family is accessible to you, you can't force family to be something. You can't force your family to be healthy. You could try, but you all you can do is build with those that want to build with you in a healthy manner. Because I know some people that they would love for their family to be healthy, but unfortunately their family has a lot of issues, and I understand that. I say build with the people that God puts in your life. That's who you build with. As long as it's healthy, as long as it's progressive, you build with those because guess what? There's no guarantee that the people that know you, the people that look like you, are going to support you. It doesn't always work that way in life. But I thank God for people like you guys that I don't even know where all you guys are in the world. But you come here, we have conversations, we build each other up. To me, that's family. And I have a family that I love so dearly. But y'all my family too, man. I say it's bad because them ones are really trying to destroy you as your family. I hate to say it, but it's true. Yes, Eva, if you have your immediate family trying to destroy you, you got to stay away from them and build with the family that God gives you, whoever they are. A cat, I think that's like a bot account. I think it's like a gambling bot account. Cat, to be honest with you. Gingy, appreciate you, appreciate you. Right back at you, bro. Yeah, cat. I think that's like a little bot account that just be doing little crazy stuff. We let them hang around. Hopefully, something clicks with them, and if not, we usually boot them if it don't click. Yeah, don't worry, cat. But yeah, sometimes okay. I give you guys a scenario. You ready? I remember, right? For those that love the Bible, by the way, I'm a Bible believer, but I don't hate people that don't love the Bible. It's okay. I still love you. You're different from me. That's what makes the world go round, right? But I so happen to like the Bible, right? And there is a verse in the Bible where I believe Jesus is inside of a cave and he's talking amongst some of his disciples. By the way, I'm paraphrasing, right, guys? And they walk up to him, right? And they say, hey, your family's outside, right? And Jesus goes, who is my family? Now, he knew they were talking about his mother and possibly his brother, right? Like I said, I'm paraphrasing. But Jesus says, who is my family? The one who does the will of my Father. That's my family. And what Jesus was doing is he was drawing a distinction, right? He was drawing a distinction between those he was born into, the family he was blood born into, to the family that God gave him, which were the people that wanted to please God around him. Hello. So, what does that mean, y'all? What does that mean? That means that your family is who God gives you, whether it's blood or whether it's not blood. Because guess what? The family God gives you, that's the right family. Let's go. You know what I mean? That's the right family. Amina Rashid, it's been a while. It's been a while since I've been on too, man. How you been? Thank you for that, Raphael. You know what I mean, Kat? So it makes you say, you know what? You open yourself up to what God has for you rather than closing your mind off to what you think you should have. You know what I'm saying? That'll open up your eyes, y'all. It'll take the blinders off because you won't be looking for things that make sense only to you. You'll be looking for things that make sense to everything around you, to everything that means something to you. You know what I'm saying? Love to hear it, Restoration. You know what I mean? That's right, Raphael. Okay, Eva. Hey, we always appreciate you, Eva. We'll talk to you later too. You be blessed, Eva. You be blessed. You guys know what I'm saying? That's part of being intentional. And it's a little uncomfortable too, by the way. But what in your life that is worth it, that's 100% comfortable? I'll answer that for you. Nothing. When you go to the gym and you working out is not 100% comfortable. You're blitzing your muscles, right? You're giving your muscles, you're giving your muscles a shock. Your muscles are not used to lifting something heavier than its own capacity. But guess what? That's how you build strength. That's how you build endurance. That's how you build muscle. That same thing works in our own life. Hello. Yeah, I've been in the state 5 years, but myself, so much peace, no family here, clear mind, barely answer the phone because they try to drag. Yes, they will. They will try to do that, Eva. It's called projection. It's called projection. You have to be careful with projection as well. No matter where it comes from, people will project their own fears and their own drama on you. Okay? That's why, Eva, you need the shield of faith. You need the shield of faith. Why do you need the shield of faith? To protect you from people trying to project their problems on you. Hello. I can show you love, baby, but don't project all your problems on me. I got the shield up. Hello. Got to shield your heart, man. Guard your heart. The good book says, guard your heart above all else, for everything you do flows from it. Hello. Yeah, Amina, man. Sorry to hear that for real, man. Amina, we sorry to hear that, Amina. We'll be praying for you and your family for real. Sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. For real, for real. In Discord, I'm gonna start like a prayer wall where people can come and drop their prayers, their prayers or their prayer requests so that we can pray for you guys, man. I want to do that. I want to be intentional. So I'm going to set up an area where you can drop your prayer requests in there. That way I can partner with you and pray with you. I'm being intentional. Every area, you guys. I feel God. So I want to be intentional with God. I really do. You say hello like Sad Guru. Do you watch him? I don't know who he is. Who's Sad Guru or Sad Guru? Maybe send one of his videos on a comment or something. Cat. Thank you, Kat. I want to be intentional. I want to be intentional. There's a lot of things that can make you be busy and not intentional. I don't want to do that. I'm being accountable. Be accountable to my family, be accountable to my wife, and be accountable with you guys. I want to be intentional. I think intentional is more fun, anyways. Excuse me. Okay, Kat, I would appreciate that. That's pretty cool. Look at how we're sharing and exchanging. Kat, if you don't mind me asking, where are you from? And Raphael, intention is fun. I think we were taught. You're in Arizona? Nice, Cat. I'm in Florida. Um, thank God for the internet to be able to draw this connection from so far away. But I love it. I love connecting with people that not only realize that there's more outside of ourselves than there are just within ourselves, but I like connecting with people that see the whole picture because they make it less about um, just their solar or their soul focus. They make it less about their soul focus and they make it more about the general focus. I'm in Arizona. Oh wow, are you near the coast? I'm on the. I'm in the south. I'm in South Florida, born and raised. Born and raised. Hey, appreciate you, Raphael. Appreciate you. Listen, we're gonna be more intentional, guys. Even on the channel, we're gonna be doing some more open minds, open lines, the live calling, where you can hit the link and come up and talk to us. Me, my nephew, we share the same mental space moving forward when it comes to growth and wholeness. We've been working on some topics lately on what we want to talk about, and I just can't wait to be intentional with you guys, man, because I feel like God is going to do so much with our little. If you can be trusted with little, you can be trusted with much. I want to make sure that I'm not beating people over the head with my faith, but that also my faith shines through me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to dim my light so that other people can be more comfortable with me. I'm going to take the light from under the lampstand and I'm going to put it on the table so that I can shine my light out to the world. And that's my intention. I owe it to God, I owe it to myself, and that's what I'm going to be doing. And hopefully, so many people can be inspired by me just living out my own purpose because I'm living with intention, y'all. Who's with me? Drop a one in the chat if you're rocking with me on this intention, baby. Let's go. Hey, Cat, I appreciate you, Cat. I can't see your eyes, but I can tell that you're one of a kind as well. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you very much. Um, let's go. Listen, let's go. It's only the time is gonna pass anyways, right, guys? So we might as well make it matter. Hello. The time is gonna pass anyway. So we might as well make it count. You know what I'm saying? We might as well make it count. On the internet, there's not a lot of spaces where growth of everyone is cared about. But I want to create that space here because I believe it's my duty to do so. So, guys, as you're being intentional this week, as you're being intentional in your fitness, right? Because we want to be whole. As you're being intentional in your fitness, as you're being intentional with your thoughts, as you're being intentional with your day, your conversations, not robotic, but intentional, right? We're humans. We don't want to be robots. We want to be intentional. As we're doing that, guys, come to the Discord, come to the live stream, and share your experiences. You know why? Because when you grow in the community, I grow in the community. And when I grow, you grow. We grow together, right? So let's be intentional. Let's keep going. Let's keep growing. Um, does anybody have any questions for me before we close the live? I'll be opening Discord after this because I'm going to be setting up that prayer request wall for people to come in and drop your prayer requests. Um, but if y'all don't have no questions for me, man, this was a beautiful connection. I'm glad I took the time off because I was able to charge up with some new ideas and what God has been downloading in my spirit to share with you all. Because I'm going to be intentional, baby. Let's go. Awesome, man. Thank you, Raphael. I'm sure you see where we rocking. Okay, Kat. Remember, Raphael. Remember, no matter what you're going through, right? No matter where your thoughts are going, I want y'all to do me a favor. I want you to look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself, let's go, let's grow. Let's go, let's grow, baby. I appreciate y'all. Much love to you. Glad to meet you too, Kat. I'll see y'all on the next one. Check out some of my latest shorts. Drop a comment, or I'll see y'all also in Discord, man. Much love to you guys, man. I hope you guys have an amazing day. I'll see you soon. Salute. Let's go, let's grow, baby.